Hello, this is XStarKillerX here and welcome to our guide for farming old raids in World of Warcraft for gold. So in this guide we'll be covering the location of the raid and how to access it. We'll also be going over some signature drops from the raid and also how much you can expect from the average run from trash, bind on pickups and auction house items. Now we've completed World of Warcraft Classic, it's time to move on to World of Warcraft The Burning Crusade. And the final raid of the Burning Crusade is Sunwell Plateau. Now this is located on the Isle of Quildanis and its final boss is Kil'jaeden, and its most notable drops are tier 6 armor pieces and Thoradel the Star's Fury legendary bow. Now in order to access the Sunwell Plateau, it is slightly more complicated than the others. You will need to be on Azeroth, however you will need to go to your capital city and take a portal to Old Silvermoon. It should say Silvermoon Burning Crusade. If you were to travel to Silvermoon in the most recent expansion Midnight, it will be the modern equivalent where you won't be able to access the dungeon. If you go to the Burning Crusade Silvermoon, where of course you'll end up, your map should look like this. You will then use the flight paths to go to the Isle of Quildanis, and the raid is right in the middle. So going for the only flight path on the island, which is Sunreach Sanctum. It's literally just up the hill. There is no flying on this island, so you have to walk, you ain't got a choice. It's just over here. When you get to the old Silvermoon and obviously the old Isle of Quildanis, you cannot fly because it wasn't designed for flight, so it isn't filled out. And as you can see, here is the portal to the Sunwell Plateau. So we're starting this run off with 400 gold, and let's see where we finish. Let's go.
Tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Okay, so it's completed our run of the Sunwell Plateau, and this is what we have ended up with. So for raw gold we got 111. For buy on pick up and trash we got 188 up here, but if you did include disenchants, that would get you an extra 4 gold. So for auction house you have 61. I've messed these numbers up. 61 for the auction house, as we did manage to get a pet drop. And then for disenchant, which is just this lot, you would get 66 gold. So if you were to sell the items to the vendor, that's everything bar the auction house items, you will get 364. And if you were to do the additional disenchants, you will get 426 gold. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this guide and found it useful. If you have, then don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. If you want Twitter, Instagram, shit talk, all of those down below. If you want to go above and beyond, you can hit the join button or go get yourself some fine merch from my store. But if you don't want, you don't have to do any of the paid ones, but you have to do at least one of the free ones. Like and subscribe. If you don't, then someone will follow you home, so make sure to do at least one. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I've been X Star Killer X, and I shall see you when we get to Wrath of the Lich King.